My concern is, though, there'll be a loss of sense of community unless we start, I want to say reinforcing, but I almost want to say vocalizing the things that we feel is right and wrong, what kind of defines us, other than our interests and our rituals. Because we also have like laws and customs, right, that don't get mentioned an awful lot.
And rituals,
that's why when
laws, and
said,
customs.
no more groups. We're basing that off our histories, and we don't mention that a whole lot, until a group starts to form, and we're like, no more groups. We are all in a community. We do not want an exclusive little club over there. Because
now, Earl, I got a question for you. What exactly is it that you think the YTDC is? The YouTube drinking community, YTDC, is what everyone's referring to here. And there's a lot of discussion here lately on the YTDC and people leaving it and more people coming in and people making groups and just all sorts of nonsense. Well, what do you think the YouTube DC actually is? I'm thinking that the YTDC is nothing more than a community of groups. It's not like it's the YouTube malt liquor drinkers community. No. It's not the YouTube homebrewer community. No. It's not the YouTube, beer review community. No. It's not the YouTube craft beer community. No. It's not the YouTube comedy drinking community. No. But yet everything that I just mentioned is all part of the YTDC. You've got the malt liquor drinkers, you've got the beer reviewers, you've got the home brewers, you've got the beer reviewers, you've got the craft beer people, you've got the comedy people, you've got the shit talkers, you've got all of that. But you've got a problem. I mean, it's against. Let me replay this. How did you say that? Let me just run this back a touch.
And we don't mention that a whole lot, until a group starts to form, and we're like, no more groups. We are all in a community. We do not want an exclusive little club over there, because we know what might happen, and it's never, oh, thank goodness we had that tiny little club over there. If it had been, we wouldn't react that way. So if there's a period of peace, let's say, we forget to mention that. We forget to pass that on to the generations and
So you can't have a group. That's what you're saying. You are against having a group then, or at least naming the group, when we're nothing more than a community of groups. See, it doesn't make any sense. It is the consummate melting pot. I mean, so to speak. If we didn't have the collection of groups, then what would we find entertaining when you have the conflict of the groups? That's kind of what it's all about. That's where most people get their entertainment. What fun would it be if we all just sat around and, we only just drank malt liquor with the label out, or we only, did whole brew, or if we only did beer reviews. What fun is that? It is the melting pot. All right, it's the melting pot of a bunch of people that drink booze, talk about it, cam up, and have fun with it. I'm okay with it. They're all, whether you put a name to a group or you don't, whether you like it or you don't, brother, we're all little groups that actually kind of fit together into one big group called the YTDC. That's my take on it, man. I think this was kind of what you were looking for. You get on, you cam up, and you voice your opinion.
I feel that we might get so large that our culture will vary so much that I won't feel like the YouTube drinking community anymore.
I don't think you have a problem with that.
Unintentionally become, us people over there and those people over there doing something very similar, and those people over there, and I think that would be terrible, and I think it's avoidable.
I think that's what makes this
no matter how
this
large
great.
Our numbers,
So
we don't have to lose
there you have it, man. That's my take on it.
who we are as a community.
This is SJ
As long as we
Poor,
continually,
and you're Earl
voice it,
Portland.
that this is what we think is important, and then
Cheers.
continue to echo
Just have
that
fun.
from the people around.